The third-party group called No Labels says it won't get in the way of the presidential election unless it can come up with a strong candidate. Now, today, the group is set to release what it's calling a, quote, common sense agenda with big names like Cornel West and Senator Joe Manchin as possible candidates. Meanwhile, President Biden and former President Trump have approval ratings hovering around about 50%. Joining us now is NewsNation's Robert Sherman. So, Robert, does No Labels have a big shot this year?
Yeah, here we go, Kelly. A very interesting twist in the early goings of the 2024 campaign trail with West Virginia Democratic Senator Joe Manchin up here today. And there have been rumblings in the past that maybe the senator is considering a third-party run. Of course, there's nothing official going any way right now. All that is being played very close to the vest. But that prospect does have some Democrats concerned, the fear being that if the West Virginia senator were to get into this race, he could steal a few votes away from President Joe Biden. We have heard from the organizers of this group who emphasize, look, they don't want to play spoiler. They don't want to put their thumbs on the scale if it could lead to either Republican candidate or Democratic candidate getting an edge. They want to be very meticulous about this and only get in if they can actually make a real difference. Listen to what Senator Joe Lieberman had to say.
If the polling next year shows, after the two parties have chosen their nominees, that in fact we will help elect one or another candidate, we're not going to get involved. The problem is not the third choice that No Labels is offering the American people. The problem is the American people are not buying what the two parties are selling.
Former Senator Joe Lieberman is the founding chair of this group. And you take a look at some of the Decision Desk HQ polls that we've seen so far. Question posed, willingness to vote for the third-party candidate if former President Donald Trump and President Joe Biden are the 2024 nominees. 44% totally consider, 53% totally not consider, and then 3% not sure. We obviously have a long way to go with this, and this organization says they're not going to make a decision on whether they're going to field a so-called unity candidate until the spring of next year. But things are getting very interesting here on the trail. Kelly?
Yeah, certainly a lot of dynamics at play. All right, Robert Sherman, thank you, as always.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.